guys. I kind of ended the last video early. I still had like more information to talk about, but because I'd already talked about so much in the last video, I wanted to kind of split it up. Potentially today/tomorrow will be training to be a trainer. Due to our circumstances, our leader really wants to make this happen. Right now we're kind of low on trainers. That is really exciting, and I'm saying that nonchalantly because we've been talking about this for a couple of days now, and because it's kind of a slim chance of actually happening, like I haven't let myself be excited about it because that's just me. You guys know that I have been wanting to be a trainer for a very long time. The first role I ever felt comfortable in to be a trainer was when we opened the launch bay back in fall 2015. And then when I moved to Great Movie Ride, of course you guys know I hated that, and I did not feel comfortable working there, let alone being a trainer. When I moved to Frozen, I wanted to be a trainer, and then when I got trained in PAC, I wanted to be a trainer. And again, if you guys have been watching my vlogs, you know my reasoning for leaving attractions, or my final straw rather, was when I asked to be a trainer and they were training all these other people, and I was not included in that group. They did not want me to be a trainer because they didn't have enough exposure of me, even though I had been working in Hollywood studios for several years and working in that specific area for at least 2 years. The fact that I've been working at children's activities for almost a year now. It'll be a year like next week, I think. And I felt comfortable like months ago, but I just wanted to prove myself to people and kind of drop hints here and there. And my manager is very much excited and very much wants me and another one of my fellow cast members to be shadowed this week to be trainers. I would be honored to finally wear that little trainer pin and bring new cast members in, especially when we eventually get CPs. Like, I have this vision of like training CPs and like bringing up the next generation of cast members, and it might just be a fantasy, but I'm really excited about it. Anyway, I gotta leave for work in 5 minutes, so I'll see you later. Real quick, because I've been doing this on all my vlogs, I tried the vanilla bean, I can't even remember what it's called now, the vanilla bean cacao smoothie, the one that's got apple, chickpea, oats, cacao, and maca in it, and apparently coffee as well. I was going to have it for dinner one day until I was looking at the ingredients, and I was like, I'm going to have that for lunch. Had a little bit of it for lunch, and it is really good. Like, it's kind of, a lot of their smoothies are kind of on the chunky side. That's just because of what they put in it. But it's like, as long as you can get over the texture of it, like, it's fine. It's actually rather sweet and very, very much vanilla-y. And to kind of give it a little more pizzazz, I added a half a tablespoon of caramel and kind of mixed it in there, and it tastes so good. So today was pretty weird. So we've been having rainstorms off and on around 2. It's made trying to do poolside activities real difficult, considering our poolside activities, or the majority of them, are from 2 until like 4:30. And so considering that is peak thunderstorm time period, something like, oh, there's a deer! Sorry, I got distracted. There's been a lot of deer out today. Oh, there's 3! Sorry. Went out, and as I was driving in, I could see, like, the closer I got to Wilderness Lodge, I could see a large thundercloud. And I was like, that is not going to cancel my activities. I need my pool activities today to cheer me up so I can have a good time. I need to have this happen today. Like, I was very much looking forward to it, had a plan and everything. Megan's pulling up behind me. Megan! So by the time I got activities out and started my announcements, the cloud star was like almost right over us, and I kept thinking, like, please just give me 30 minutes. Give me 30 minutes of play. Give me, 30 minutes to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. And I didn't even get halfway through my opening announcements talking about our schedule and things that we have going on when I heard a thunder clap. And I was like, please let that be my music. Please let it be the bass. And then like 2 minutes later, one of the lifeguards blew the whistle for closing the pool due to lightning. And I was so bummed out. So I can't be too upset. It was just the fact that I was like just not having a good day, and it's just I've been trying so hard all day to like cheer myself up, to get myself in the mood. I do have to say though, when I came out to do activities, I did not want to do activities our last hour. I was like, I just want to go home. I'm just done. I'm over it. There were so many kids out there and guests having a great time doing trivia, and I got to test out my 4th of July trivia that I made, because I'm not going to be here for 4th of July to do it. And like, so many people enjoyed themselves that I ended up getting in the pool, and I wasn't going to get in the pool because it was so close towards the end of my shift. And we had a good time. The kids were great. Like, literally, it ended up being a great end, and I got to rock out some of my favorite songs while I was cleaning the pool games, and the lifeguards were grateful because they got to listen to some music that they liked, so I was taking requests from them, and it ended up being an overall great end to my shift. So tomorrow is kind of a special day. I am going to be shadowing to become a trainer. The only thing, again, that is kind of bumming me out about it is the fact that our trainee isn't too keen on being children's activities. What I'm going to try and do is just introduce her to it, try to get the mic in her hand and have her, talk about stuff. I'm going to try and have her focus on trivia because I like playing games in the pool. I'm one of the only people who likes playing games in the pool. I also like dance party, and I'm one of the very few people who really likes dance parties. My last day of my work week. Also, they haven't posted the schedule yet for next week, and they may not post the schedule until Saturday evening. There's a motorcycle right next to me in case you couldn't tell. So anywho, that's all for right now. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Wish me luck. Alrighty folks, so today is my first training shift ever. I am what they're calling a makeshift unofficial trainer due to the fact that we do not have the staffing to have me be a shadower, and we only have one trainer. I'm excited. I would like to point out that my manager does fully intend on going through all of the steps of making me an official trainer. Again, we just don't have the time or the staffing for it at the moment, and this is a very special circumstance. So, I am nervous, mostly because I just want to do things right, because I haven't had any training on it. I also am nervous because this is her first full exposure to my trainee, to poolside activities. But I was asking my friends for help, and pretty much everyone just gave me encouragement, and they're like, you got this, don't worry about it. And so I'm pretty much going to stick with that. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to go in and do it. It is my Friday, the last day of 7 days in a row of working. I'm proud of myself about that. Yeah, I'm just going to try and make poolside activities sound fun and easy, and we'll just see what happens. Oh my god, guys. So today went 10 times better than I expected it to go. Like, I feel like I deserve an award. I was so anxious and nervous when I came in, to the point where, like, when I was talking with her, I talked so whenever I'm nervous, I talk really fast and I'm really loud. And I did that. I was talking really fast and really loud, and I remember we were getting ready to pull the party car out, and she was like, can I use the restroom? I was like, yeah, sure. And as soon as she left, my hands were shaking because I was trying to fill out our opening checklist, and I had to do meditative breaths because I was losing my mind. I was so nervous. So literally, we get the card out, we get things all set up, and plug it in, started playing music. I don't even think we got through the first or the second song, and they blew the whistle to close the pool. The pool was closed pretty much right when we had to start doing poolside activities, and I was really bummed out about it. I was able to give her an example of the water games we play. I was able to give her an example of the trivia games we play. So she was set up to start poolside activities. She had the information. We just didn't get a chance to actually do it then and there.
But it kind of worked to our advantage because I tried to get her, like I tried to really encourage her doing trivia because it didn't seem like she would want to get in the pool nor get on the mic. But I was like, if I can at least get her trivia behind the cart, that's something. That was like my goal. And because I realized, another thing that made me nervous is I realized that she wasn't in her poolside costume. She was in like the regular khaki. So I was like, she's not gonna get in the pool today. And so like that also made me nervous because I was like, she's resisting. What do I do? Because I'm a people pleaser. I'm not very good at forcing people to do things unless I have to be aggressive, which I don't like to be aggressive. So anyway, we ended up going into Reunion Station, which is our rain shelter. And I got to talk to the other cast that were in there, which helped give me encouragement because I hadn't been able to really talk to anyone about this since knowing that I was going to be her trainer. And so on top of that, what we did is I brought the trivia book with us so that way she could look over the trivia book and kind of get familiar with that, which ended up working really well because when we came back, we did trivia and she knew what she was going to read through and knew what she was going to do. And that also gave her something to do so that way she can, you know, like I said, get familiar with that. When we went to do tie-dye, I also had her on my own, which I was happy about because cord that we have kind of intimidates me from time to time. And so I was glad that I was able to have her on my own and like kind of go through things step by step. We weren't busy at first until I got all the information out, and then luckily God blessed us with one guest that I could use as an example. So that was great. So that worked out perfectly. And then we ended up taking a break, coming back just in time to tear down tie-dye. So we set up tie-dye and we tore down tie-dye, and I was able to explain all the different things to her there. By the time tie-dye was over, the pool was open again, and so we were able to bring the party cart back out, which I could see that she was like, and she was very proactive in like trying to get things done. Like she steered the party cart in onto the pool deck, she plugged the party cart in, so on and so forth. So she was very productive in that. And since I had already explained like how the iPod works, playlists, like all of the basics, I was able to just focus on the games for the hour that we had. I knew that I wanted to be in the pool mostly because I was like hot and sweaty and I just wanted to be in the pool, but also I wanted to show her how in the pool games would work and the different options that she has in doing that, because let's be honest, the kids are going to want to play in the pool at one point in time. I was like, you can either do closing announcements, which is basically like telling them the schedule and saying goodbye. I was like, or you can do trivia. And I was like, you can do trivia behind the party cart. I will allow that, and I will go out there and I'll be your ears. So she basically was partially doing it, not fully doing it. But considering she was so determined to not get in the water and so determined to not get on the mic, and I actually got her on the mic for more than 10 minutes. I'm just like impressed that I got her on the mic, because 2 days ago she was like, I'm not gonna get on the mic, I'm not gonna get on the mic. And she also, I'd like to point out, did a great job, which I told her, I was like, you did a great job. She did a good job. She was quiet, which is what I expected. Anytime anyone gets on a mic for the first time, they're very quiet. And we kind of turned her up a little bit. But like she was great. I wanted to like basically, because I know like a lot of the people had kind of told her like, this is what you have to do, this is what you're required to do. And so in my mind, she had been told what she had to do and what she could and could not do, but she wasn't told what she could do or what she's allowed to do if she's comfortable making it your own. Because I'll be honest, poolside activities, everyone does poolside activities differently, and like everyone's comfortable with different things and so on and so forth. And so I wanted her to feel comfortable and do what she felt more comfortable, and show her how she can kind of do this, like show her like the medium ground, the gray area, and explain to her that like, look, if you're making the guests happy, that's all that really counts. As long as you're being safe, as long as you're playing with the kids and keeping them happy, that's all that really counts. This is my first experience in being a trainer. Was not your typical experience, but it went better than I expected, and I'm really kind of proud of myself. And I feel like going out and getting a glass of wine, which I'm kind of upset we don't have any wine. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I go back to work after 4th of July, supposedly. Our schedule still hasn't come out yet, and it's July 2nd, and I don't even know what I'm working on Sundays, so see you guys later. Bye-bye. Wear a mask. Don't forget to wear